Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Julie Colgate with the Yoga Through Menopause, and today I'm going to share with you a little bit of my background journey of why I chose yoga and how I got started in yoga and as a yoga teacher as well. So I always liked yoga and I thought, wow, that's really cool and I'd love to do that, but my body is not made to yoga, or I'm not, very flexible. I had all the excuses in the world not to try yoga. I didn't know where to start to go to yoga, and I also hated to join a class where I felt like I was the one that everybody was like, "Can't you get it together?" But I noticed, like, back when I was younger, I did aerobics, and I'd always stay on the back row because I always did like the two left feet thing where I would, stumble and trip and stuff. So, anyways, like I said, I always wanted to. I was intrigued by it. Um, one more thing I'll tell you about. I had all natural childbirth 3 times, and I contribute that to my Lamaze teacher who taught like self-relaxation through breath work, and that totally helped me. So that's all I'll touch on. That was totally breath work, meditation got me through labor. So that was one more building block on why I would like yoga. And so in 2020, I tore my rotator cuff and went through lots of physical therapy. It was very painful. Finally, after changing insurances a couple times and going through all that, I ended up having surgery in December of 2020. And in like the very next day after having my rotator cuff surgery, which they had to fix in 3 different spots, um, I went to physical therapy the very next day, and it was painful. But I felt so guilty being at physical therapy an hour every day and only working the shoulder. And I was watching other people work their bodies, and I thought, my body needs more movement. And I kept wanting to do yoga. So when I got really scared when I was on my last day of physical therapy, my insurance wouldn't cover anymore, and it was quite expensive for me to continue. So I felt like that if I didn't have something that I was accountable for, that I might forget to use my shoulder and keep it stretched and have more problems with it. So what I chose to do was I found a local yoga teacher, and Sarah, and I called Sarah and said, look, I see you're close to me. Where are you actually located? And she told me it was very convenient. And I said, this is my scenario. I just had surgery. I'm done with physical therapy. I'm released from the doctor, but I'd still have some soreness and issues. She said, come on in. And she says, I can work with you. And Sarah, she worked with me and made it so doable. And a lot of times I couldn't hold a pose. Even doing warriors, it was hurting. Holding up that warrior, just sitting there like this, it would hurt. I would sometimes, like you'd see me do a warrior like this, with having to finally put the arm down. I couldn't plank. I would do it on my knees or she told me anytime I couldn't do something, go to a child's pose or go to a pose that I was comfortable with. And if you watch my introductory video, I stole that from Sarah because it helped me so much. Do what you can and stay on that mat. So, and each time I got a little better. So my love for yoga took off right then. I noticed each week I was getting a little better. I could notice like spots on my mat where my hands might be touching for downward dog, or where I might be stepping to the front of the mat. I was stepping further and doing better each time. So it was like a competition within myself. And I could see my body changing. But I'll talk about my benefits in just a few minutes. So now we're in about June, And so this is from like March to June. I was so in love with yoga. I was taking sometimes 3 classes a day from Sarah. She also had trapeze yoga. I love trapeze yoga. But then I ended up taking seeing that I could take online yoga classes as a teacher. And I really didn't know if I wanted to teach or not, but I wanted to learn more yoga. I mean, I was a sponge saying, send it all in. And so I ended up finding a yoga school and Yoga Renew, and I signed up and I was enthralled. I was in my video classes, and they had some web meetups that we would do, and books I would read, and classes I would take, and loved it. So I was, like I said, immersed in yoga school on my own. We went to the beach, and I was going upstairs to take my yoga classes, and I did really good. But when it got time to the very end for me to do the final exam stuff, I got scared. So I found another yoga school and joined it as well. And it was the one in India. And I liked the way it taught too, because it taught more of the old history of yoga, the Indian history and the Ayurvedics, and just it taught a different side of the history and everything. So I ended up passing Yoga Renew. So I got my YTT 200 hours from Yoga Renew. And then a few months later, I got it from the Indian school too, Batik Yoga Shala, and loved it. So now I'm actually double certified in YTT 200, so I've got 400 hours. I'm still taking school from the Indian school and Batik Yoga Shala, and I would love to go in person. That's my goal someday. But I'm in the YTT 300 hour class as well now. And oh, I got a mosquito here. Getting bit up here. But so I still take from Sarah whenever I can. I love her classes, and she is just brilliant. But unfortunately, I do have some work that I attend to, and our hours aren't always able to work together for me to get to her school. So I started doing yoga online myself, and then I started posting my daily videos well, back up one second. I got sick again. I have an adrenal tumor, which causes my blood pressure to be really high and my potassium to be really low. So yoga helps me like meditate and calm down. And but my adrenal tumor got really bad in 2022. So I took some time off of the mat. And in January the 1st, 2023, I drew the sand in the line, and I said, I don't care what I can do on the mat. I'm going to get on that mat every single day. And I did. And I was so proud of myself, and I wanted to be accountable for it. So I chose to go publicly on Instagram. And me and my mom bod and everything was posting every picture. I would post like a little fast forward reel, or either I'd screenshot some of my photos. And I was shy. I didn't want to join yoga challenges yet. And then I started joining yoga challenges, and that's quite addictive. I even host yoga challenges now, so reach out to me if you ever want to find out about how to do that with Instagram. It's a lot of fun, and it's a huge community with the Instagram community and yogis. Very supportive. So I want to tell you a few things about the benefits of that I saw by doing yoga every single day for that 1 year. So right away, I noticed my legs were getting stronger and building muscles. And I was funny. I would tell my husband, hey, feel this. Do you feel that? That's a muscle. And my arms, I was doing push-ups and planks and not being on my knees and just getting stronger. I finally learned how to do a crow pose. So I wrote down some notes so I could tell you my benefits from doing yoga. So definitely right away, within like the first 4 or 5 weeks, I noticed my forward bend because I took pictures every day to post on Instagram for my public accountability. I could see a difference in my forward fold in January and my forward fold in like February, and then it was just so much better. And I noticed my posture was, you know, straight. I took a picture of me in mountain pose, and I was like, wow, that's me. And I remember telling my mom, look at this. You could see that my posture had gotten taller. I had other people tell me that I actually looked taller, and I could feel this confidence coming on me that was not, I wasn't used to. One of the hardest things for me to do during that first year of doing yoga every day on Instagram was posting pictures, like when it got hot outside, posting pictures of me in a tank top. I hate my arms, but I started noticing muscles in my arms, and they're still not the arms that I sit there and drool over on somebody else, but my arms are so much better, and I have confidence in them now. So I think body confidence is something I've never even had back when I was 21 and had a great body then. And I remember I felt huge. And but now, I mean, I have some meat on my bones, but I feel like I'm strong and healthy, and I feel confident enough to show my arms, you know. So my legs were stronger, my abs and my core definitely can see strength in there. Like I said, I've had 3 kids, and I'm, you know, not blaming them at all. But I mean, I love the body that has been a temple for birth, and it's a great thing that I, at 53 now, I'm proud of who I am. My blood pressure lowered a lot, and if it does go high, because I still have the adrenal tumor, and that's usually high from eating the wrong foods. If I eat sodium, it goes up. But I can calm down, I can sit quietly, meditate, or even do some yoga, and my blood pressure will start leveling out. So this mosquito is killing me here. Like I said, I've gotten confidence and more flexibility. I still can't believe I can do a crow pose. I'm so proud of that. And I think it's something that every woman needs to definitely try. Oh, this mosquito. Sorry for saying so many times, but I'm a big roller skater, so if you see one of my videos, you'll see that that's like one of my other loves is roller skating. I noticed in that first year that when I got on my roller skates again, it was unbelievable, the balance that I had, and it just, the strength and the grace that I developed on this through yoga as well. So one more thing I'd like to talk about was the name of my channel is Yoga Through Menopause, and I wanted to document my journey before and after menopause. So when I started Yoga Through Menopause, I was, you know, premenopausal, and so the doctor told me last month I went through menopause per my hormones, and I never had to take any hormones so far, knock on wood. I really didn't know I had went through the change of life yet, because I had a uterine ablation. I still have my ovaries, but it's a procedure that the doctor did, so my periods were almost non-existent. And so I wasn't sure that I had went through until the doctor had given me my lab test. And I really contribute not having hormones and not having a lot of hot flashes or rages or any of the other weird symptoms that we get through menopause to the low sodium diet and yoga. So my cousin wrote a book called Running Through Menopause, and so I thought that her journey, she started in her 50s, and so I knew I couldn't run. My knees are very tender. So my journey was going to be running yoga through menopause. So that's where I am. If you would like to try yoga, I highly recommend you looking at my introductory yoga and 10-minute video. And it's very simple. All you need is like some comfortable pants. They don't have to be leggings. They can be, jogging pants. You can even start in your pajamas. And like a video, like a TV or your phone that you can watch a video on. Get a yoga mat if you can. You don't have to start with a yoga mat, but it does help. Yoga blocks, and just carve out some time. Start with 10 minutes, go up to 15, and then 20, and as much as you want. So I recommend you also getting a tripod and recording yourself, or even have someone take pictures of you, even in just a few pictures. They don't have to watch, film your whole yoga flow, but if they could get you in a few positions just to document that kept me going at one point, just seeing the improvement in the yoga poses. So it's neat, it really is, and knowing that it's doing something so great for your body, and you feel it right away. So trying to see what else I have here. But I plan to I'm teaching now online, and I'm enjoying what I do with yoga, and hope to see where it brings me in a year from now, and 2 years from now. And I plan to keep shooting yoga videos for YouTube, so I can help other people like myself that was the shy beginner find your way to the yoga mat. And I look forward to cheering you on. So please reach out to me and let me know in the comments below, or just message me. You can find me on Instagram, Yoga Through Menopause. I'm on Facebook, Yoga Through Menopause, and I'm here on YouTube, Yoga Through Menopause. So like I said, you can find lots of ways to reach out to me and let me have a peep into your journey. So if you could please like below, give me a thumbs up on the video, and if you could click subscribe to my YouTube channel, that'd be great. Thank you, and namaste.